This is Outnumbered. I'm Andrea Tantaros, and here with us today, Harris Faulkner, the host of the brand new show Kennedy on our sister network at 10 p.m. Fox Business's Kennedy, Fox News contributor and Red Eye beauty and regular Joanne Nosuchinsky, and today's hashtag One Lucky.
Very outnumbered.
Welcome,
it's great
sir.
To be here with all you beautiful, intelligent.
I like your fedora.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Stop.
Got some films coming out, the touring. The
Films.
Yes.
Plus, we're going to see if we're nice to you, if you'll maybe sing a tune for us during overtime.
Well, that might, I don't have
9 minutes for you to think
well,
about
we'll see
it.
about that.
All right, let's get to the news.
I'll do some warming up.
We expect the news. So what's next? As this story seems to change by the hour.
Yeah.
Harris, a big no-no using private emails, and anybody as savvy as the Clintons know that.
Well, okay, so here's some of the news points, if you will, out of the reporter's notebook from today. Could she wiggle out of this by arguing that the president's new law that was signed Ruth Marcus, columnist, I mean, we don't know what her answer will be.
Right.
Ruth Marcus, why that? Why a server in your house?
Right.
Why do you need
18 minutes of tape? He lost people care about this because I think this is a huge issue.
It's a huge, well, you shouldn't be able to have.
True, and most separate, and there's certain things you need to really hack.
Yeah, I mean, imagine what the email address. This was not a security. Somehow look for those emails.
To Benghazi. She wanted to control. We've seen this with the Clintons for decades. I mean, Hillary Clinton is a shady lady.
But the thing is, shady isn't necessarily
Questioning whether or not Hillary Clinton shouldn't have a personal email to be like, hey, girlfriend, what do you think of my new pantsuit? Let me send you this JPEG. But that's not the point. I mean, she had the server in her home in Chappaqua, and we don't know what are on those emails. So we don't know if they're inappropriate. We don't know if they're illegal. We know this, though. There are strict ethics laws that were passed by Congress against this type of thing and by the administration.
Well, the Federal's Record Act corresponded about an hour ago. I said, well, has the White House...
It's really dangerous to think if she we cannot...
President of the United States to be a shady lady. That's the question today. All right, a day after Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu gave a controversial speech to...
Too far, this dad?
Look, you have rap music that the vernacular says words that are being tweeted about like that. There becomes can communicate. And also the Twitter, you're not there.
To hear you talk about Hollywood in that way, though.
Why not? I mean, look, I've played, but in terms of the, and I think people should be accountable. That's all.
A lot of personal experience. Social media. Why is it an outing? They're on Twitter.
Yeah, but a lot of people think they're not.
I say good for him. I mean, he's setting an example. So maybe if he does pursue legal action and people get punished and the media covers the story, maybe people will think twice about tweeting about raping minors and all this disgusting things. And as you point out, I mean, Robert, you made such a great point. People feel like they have so much bravado when they're sitting behind their computers and they want to say it to their followers.
But the thing is
they don't want to get called out when you call them out.
Is it disgusting or is it a threat? We have to know where there's the difference there.
Rape is a threat.
If it's not going to hurt you physically, you know, if it's not a threat to your life, you need to do your best to ignore it, because reading it will only hurt you yourself. It's best to ignore it because these trolls, they won't be stopped. They won't. And it's great that he has this platform and he's famous and he can get this stuff done, but normal dads can't. You know, so if it's your teenage daughter and you're not out there, it's kind of hard to do.
Different points of view on the couch. Deja vu. Old man Winter bearing down on millions right now. Wow.
Is Disney promoting an unhealthy body image with their main princess there?
I don't think so. I mean, it is unnaturally small, and you think of Barbie dolls, and they have these anatomically, you know, unattainable figures. But I would ask you, Joe, I mean, you're a former beauty pageant contestant. I mean, you probably had a lot of scrutiny when you were on the stage. And do you think this is not healthy? Because I think people realize that that's not normal.
You're still really pretty.
Oh my gosh, thanks. I don't think I could ever get my waist to that size.
Do the wave?
Because I enjoy eating and my organs way too much. But do you think instead, Kennedy, what we should do is just get rid of princesses and fairy tales altogether? Isn't that what's setting girls up for disappointment?
I'm so glad you brought that up, because I call it the princess syndrome, and it starts and nipples. Is that an unnecessary body image to show
we never
men?
talk about the men. That's true.
We never talk about male action.
Speak for yourself.
I mean,
That's your story.
Absolutely.
What, to get
and
your
some
waist
films.
smaller?
Well, when you do Shakespeare and you do different things and you have
a glass slipper, but that's more dangerous.
It's so much easier than sucking it in for an hour.
All right, here's our hashtag one lucky guy, a big time.
You've got movies, you've got the sing. Lucky to get you at this point because you're getting ready for
at an event Oscar event for the.
Can we pop up the picture from License to Kill, James Bond?
No, it didn't
Those
have. No, it didn't have the ice. No diamonds.
No.
I want to be adored.
Thanks for being
Thank
here
you for
today.
having me.
It's been
Thank you.
great. We're going to stay right here for Outnumbered Overtime on the web. So more with Robert Davi. Get your questions ready on the live chat through your Twitter and your Facebook. FoxNews.com/Outnumbered. Click on that Overtime tab. We're back here, TV version of us, noon Eastern tomorrow, happening now.